Go a little bit. A little bit. You gotta hit lower the music a little bit. But I put the. I mean, I just released.
You already started or what?
Yeah. It's just release this thing real quick and let people surely come in here and talk about the fight, man. I don't know. I don't understand why people at the bar were just like, yo, dude, like, it was just a bunch of Mikey Garcia fans, man. A bunch of Mikey Garcia fans. I really don't know what. Salute from Texas. That's what's up, man.
I mean, don't forget, we in Kissimmee. Kissimmee got a big Hispanic population.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying too. You know, but anyhow, you know, I seen the Earl Spence fans. I seen a couple of Earl Spence fans besides ourselves. They were quiet. They didn't say nothing. They were, you know, like they were silent. Yeah, you know, like they were probably afraid to talk. But you know the way I am, you know, like you are, you know. But you know, I mean. But you're right. There was a guy over there saying, "Oh yeah," you know. I mean, I was screaming and howling. Mikey Garcia threw what, 1 or 2 punches that barely hit Spence. And you know,
my thing is before this fight went ahead and took place, the main question was, okay, did Mikey Garcia do it for the money, or did Mikey Garcia take the fight because he actually thought that he had a possibility of winning the fight? You know, and there's just, you know, even beforehand, that's one of the main things I think. I think Mikey Garcia was literally going to try to cash out. But there's a lot of things also that was fairly questionable to the boxing fans out there that, you know, Mikey Garcia is a technical fighter. You know, he knows how to box. But like George the Boxing Genius says, look, don't play that bullshit with me. You know, Mikey Garcia hasn't fought anybody. But Errol Spence itself, you know, because a lot of people thought Errol Spence didn't know how to box. But
there you go. A lot of people think that Errol Spence is a fucking bum. Errol Spence, look, let me tell you. Mikey Garcia, Robert Garcia. Mikey Garcia and Robert Garcia, even his dad, the old man, they all thought that Errol Spence is a fucking robot.
Well, he was moving,
you know, and Earl Spence is not a fucking robot. I mean, all you have to do is you can see the Olympics, the guy in the amateurs, you can see the guy is not a fucking robot. So I don't know where the hell he got this from. Maybe cash out was the name of the game. Cash out was the name of the game. And 2, obviously, you want to make your first loss at a bigger, high weight class. This way you don't have to go to the bottom of the barrel, like I always said. It has nothing to do with could he beat him? Did he see flows like you and I were talking about? He talked a lot of shit in this trip, in this promotional trip. Him and Garcia were playing a lot of, because they see a lot of flow in his game. And the only flow I know is the one that works for Progressive Insurance. That's the only flow I know. His flow shit, that don't fucking go no goddamn way with me. You're full of shit. Now, I'll tell you one thing, though, son. There's one thing during the course of the evening, you know what I mean? Like you said, you've seen a lot of Mikey Garcia fans out there.
A lot of Mikey Garcia fans out there.
You know,
a lot of disappointed Mikey Garcia fans out there.
I don't know why. How in the fuck are you going to tell me? And you heard me, I kept saying it. How is this guy going to beat a guy when he has fought, all he fought was fucking bums? And you said,
Mikey's good, but he's jumping up in weight class, and then he's not jumping in weight class fighting Danny Garcia. He's not jumping in weight class fighting, a Jesse Vargas or a Robert DeGrosse Guerrero, or he could have jumped in weight class and fought out.
He could have fought a Mauricio Herrera.
He could have fought like Andre Berto. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But he jumped up in weight class and fought the boogeyman. Yeah, the boogeyman, the guy that Thurman didn't want to fight. Danny Garcia was trying to overlook everybody, you know. But at the end of the day, you know,
$8 million talks a lot of shit.
$8 million talks a lot of shit. But you got George the Boxing Genius. You got Kenneth, Let's Speak Boxing. This is SBM Boxing. You know, we just got done watching the Mikey Garcia versus Earl Spence tragedy.
You know what?
We watched the fight.
At a bar. We didn't watch the fight either.
No, because the reason we don't watch the fight here because the MGM only hosts certain fights
that are worthwhile watching.
And George the Boxing Genius, he's the GM, the founder, and he operates the MGM. He says, you know what? It's not even worth my light bill or my $80 to see this fight.
To see Mikey Garcia get his ass.
He said, hey, let's go spend $80 and go see ass and tits at a bar. Because we see more action at, seeing ass and tits than
No, but what I mean. And not only that, what's amazing, man? Not only that this guy gave him a clinic. Earl Spence gave Robbie Garcia, Mikey Garcia, gave him a clinic of boxing. But you know what he also gave him? Something that I haven't seen. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have not seen. A shutout in a long time.
I haven't seen that in a while.
I have not seen 3 judges, 120.
The last fight I seen like that was Tyson Fury versus Klitschko.
Yeah?
That's the last fight I seen like that.
That's been
years ago. That's been a while, yeah.
That's almost 5-6 years ago. More than that.
Yeah.
And it's been a while.
And like Zelly says right there, Zelly, you're right, dude. Earl is the truth, man.
He's the truth.
He's the truth. And Earl's not stupid, man. He's not gonna get bait into anything. We are talking about someone that fought in Olympics. We are talking about somebody that got a legitimate resume. We are talking about somebody that knows how to box. And he was just sticking the shit out of fucking Mikey Garcia with the jab. Jab, double jab, triple jab, left to the body. Just fucking him up. Overhand left, hook, check hook, just fucking him up.
Mikey Garcia buckled. Like he was.
But Mikey said that power is the truth, and that's why as soon as he tasted that power, it's not that Mikey couldn't figure him out. Mikey you knew that shit was gonna hurt.
Sure,
that's what that shit was, man.
What was you think you an excellent counter puncher? You think you an excellent counter puncher? No, man. You facing a guy that if you make one fucking mistake, you're gonna pay the consequences, and that's what he was afraid of.
Yeah.
Now another thing is also, to me, I don't think he had to go after the 10th round. I don't think Robbie Garcia had no business letting his brother go out there. He had no business letting him go out there.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I think they wanted to take the credit, saying that they
wanted to.
Garcia, like he said at the end towards the interview, he said, "Look, I went 12 rounds with the best dudes in the welterweight division. Thank you, fans, for coming out. Yeah. I appreciate the $8 million. I'm gonna buy some more guns, and that's what Mike is.
And do what he gotta do.
At the end of the day, it's a win-win. We knew it was a win-win situation. Sure. Nobody's gonna get mad about that. No. Even at the bar, you have people around us going for Mikey Garcia, but as soon as Garcia loses, they're like, oh, at least he tried.
Yeah, Waffle. He was tough.
He was tough. He didn't give up. Like, it was a win-win. Yeah. Let's see what some of the people say. Boxing Genius, they hating on Mikey Garcia, but Spence is a beast and literally outclassed Garcia despite her size.
Right.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, also, if Easter Jr. was taller, he had a longer reach.
There you go.
Than Spence. So consistency was key, and the jab kept coming from Earl. Yeah, that's 100%. It's the basic fundamentals, man. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't just a little jab where it was setting up the punches. Them shits, there were some stiff ass jabs, man.
Hey,
them shits were hurting.
You could train all the fuck you want. You can do what the fuck you want. It's not the same thing as getting in the fucking ring as hitting your shadow. You can train, but don't go call a boxer, go call out a fighter and say that you've seen flow. I mean, no. I have not seen Earl Spence with a flow yet. Not.
But styles make fights. The way he fought Kell Brook is different than he fought Mikey Garcia.
But But at the same time, too, you said styles makes fights. But don't forget, Kell Brook was out to prove a point. And Kell Brook was his weight. And Kell Brook thought he could take him. Mikey Garcia knew the fucking well he couldn't take him.
No. So, Mike.
All he was out there was to last 12 rounds of boxing and maybe, I don't know, get a lucky fucking punch like Marquez did to Pacquiao.
So the reason Mikey lasted, man, because he was on the defense.
That's it.
That's all.
That's all.
Other than that, Kell Brook, you tried to bang with him.
There you go.
And got hurt.
He got hurt. And that's what Spence wanted. And that's what Spence looks for. And he looked for that with Mikey Garcia. He intimidated him. He even went in there and did his style of boxing. Let's brawl for a little bit. Mikey, every time, you seen that every time Spence went down a little bit, he buckled real quick with his shoulder, with his elbow to block that body punch. Why? He knew what the fuck was going to happen.
I'm not going to lie, though. If I was to compare, though, Danny Garcia would have put on a better fight than fucking Mikey Garcia.
Of course.
To be honest with you. Because Danny Garcia obviously carries the weight better. But Danny knows how to bang as well. And
he's not afraid to bang.
Yeah. Sean Porter would have put on a way better performance than Mikey Garcia. This shit that we already know.
The old man coming up right now, if he's going to face a Manny Pacquiao, will put up a fucking better fight.
I'll tell you what, though. What's next? That's a good introduction to the next topic, man. Earl Spence said, hey, this is my hometown. Manny Pacquiao showed up inside the ring. And, in the history of boxing, no one's going to let you inside the ring unless they're willingly
wanting to fight,
or it's like a little bait in there, just teasing everyone. Think about every single fighter that stepped into the ring and called, during the fight, that fight ends up happening. Every single time, for the most part.
For the most part. I know one that didn't. Charlo Brothers. And the guy went into the ring, you going to take me and food?
You're talking about Jacobs.
Punk ass motherfucker. But anyway, let's forget about that.
But
let's talk about Spence and
100%. Manny Pacquiao stepped in the ring. Earl Spence said, hey, you know what? Let's make it happen. And he called Manny Pacquiao to get back on the mic or whatever. But I'll tell you what, though, man, at the end of the day, Pacquiao's not no Mikey Garcia, man. So Earl Spence needs to watch out for Pacquiao. That's what I gotta say.
I think the future for Spence. I think you will see a Pacquiao Spence before you'll see a Crawford Spence. I would say that.
I don't think I think Spence was excited that Pacquiao was there, and usually Pacquiao goes out. But Thurman's been really pushing for the Pacquiao fight.
Crawford.
What I'm saying, Thurman's been pushing for the Pacquiao fight, calling out Pacquiao.
Yeah.
To me, I think Pacquiao will fight Thurman before he fights Spence. To me, at least that's what I think. I'm not sure. Because
you're saying that Pacquiao would rather kick Thurman's ass first and then go.
No. I'm just saying, because right now,
I think that's a good thing.
Because Spence is definitely entitled to a title fight, man. I don't see Spence fighting, a Cayasso or Andre Berto or Adrian Broner or Danny Garcia. I think
for another belt.
Spence wants to fight another belt. So these are the options: Thurman, Porter, or Pacquiao. Pick one. Thurman's been calling out Pacquiao. He wants that fight.
But I think Spence would rather fight a Porter than he fights before he fights.
But let's think about it. Pacquiao has fought in Dallas.
What brings him more money?
Yeah, it brings him more money. It brings him more fans. But Pacquiao is in a situation right now. He's wanting to fight anybody. That's why he showed up. He's wanting to fight anybody.
He wants to retire and go out as a big time.
Mikey Garcia, $8 million. They shared the purse. Earl Spence made $8 million. But how much would Pacquiao make? That's going to be a big ass draw. Big. And matter of fact, based on the attendance that I was seeing, it was like the number 3 most that the stadium has filled up.
Yes, that's true. And we got to think. I mean, that was an experiment. To me, that was an experiment.
It's a huge Mexican family.
Jerry Jones.
Yeah, Jerry Jones.
And Jerry Jones, he experimented and I think came out good. Who knows? He might go into boxing himself.
Spence will cause anyone trouble in 147. He's definitely the truth. 100%. You know what I'm saying? Crawford knows that shit too. Yeah. Crawford knows that Earl Spence is the truth. Crawford and Spence have been getting into it, but are they going to fight? Eventually they'll go ahead and fight. But I think the dust needs to settle as well, because you do have Porter that has a belt. You do have Crawford that has a belt. You do have Thurman that has a belt. You do have Pacquiao that has a belt. Spence has a belt. So regardless of the fact, these fighters need to fight. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to stay on top, regardless? No matter how you mix it up, it's going to be a hell of a fight.
No, hell yeah.
It's going to be a hell of a fight. It's just fucked up that, you know, you got a Mikey Garcia that steps up. So I'm just waiting for the next fighter to step. And then you got Amir Khan that's going to fight Crawford too. That's going to be a good ass fight.
Right. I mean, Mikey Garcia stepped up for the simple reason he opened his mouth, his brother opened his mouth because they were looking for the big payday. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it wasn't the fact that nobody wanted to fight Spence. There could have been a fight coming along the line with Spence. Mikey Garcia, to me, stepped real quick because, one, for the payday, and two, not get pressured and get a blemish record by a 135 by Lomachenko, as opposed to going up 2 weight classes and getting paid and getting his record blemished like he did tonight. That's
100%. 100%.
Yeah. But why go out and fight a Lomachenko, get your ass kicked, really kicked? I mean, maybe Lomachenko would have given him a big ass whooping. I don't know. But you're losing at a 135, your weight class, as opposed to going up 2 weight classes. You're supposed to lose.
100%. So. Mo Fresh, what's your thoughts in the future of Spence versus Crawford? Like I said, you know, I don't see that fight happening anytime soon. You know, Crawford is very confident. Spence is very confident. But at the end of the day, you know, Crawford's with Bob Arum. You know, Spence, you know, he's very confident as well. But I think Spence, there's more, besides him being the truth, I think there's more truth behind it, man. You know what I'm saying? I think Spence is more open to the fight than Crawford is. I think Crawford right now, he hasn't been established. You know, the only fighter that he fought is Jeff Horn. And Jeff Horn lost to Pacquiao. But everyone claims that Crawford is the top guy in the welterweight division, but he hasn't fought anybody. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, but he also said, you know, he's fighting Amir Khan. But at the end of the day, I'm a huge Amir Khan fan, but Amir Khan is not a welterweight to me. You know what I'm saying? He really hasn't really established himself as a welterweight. But don't get it twisted, though. I honestly think, because I think this year we're going to have some upsets.
You think so?
This year we're going to have some upsets, man. And I think, now, if I was to compare, you know, the Earl Spence versus Mikey Garcia fight and then reverse Amir Khan versus the Crawford fight,
you'll see a better fight.
Holy shit, man. I think Crawford's going to get beat up, man. You're going to see Crawford exposed, but eventually, obviously, Amir Khan has that, you know, suspicious chin. But to me, Gamboa was able to get, you know, Gamboa was able to fuck Crawford up
until he switched that.
Yeah. Halfway, I had Gamboa winning that fight, but is Gamboa Amir Khan? Hell no, dude. He was. Yeah, man. Anyone who's explosive like Amir Khan gives problems, man. But you know, I don't think Crawford has. I don't think Crawford has this guy's power, Canelo power.
Yeah, no. But I always said that Amir Khan is one. Amir Khan would have had a good draw. Amir Khan will be kicking a lot of asses. He got a weak draw. But Amir Khan could take a punch. If Amir Khan was a guy that could take a punch like a lot of other boxers out there, with his speed, his skills, his quickness, even his power, there'll be a lot of ass.
But my question is, because Khan got power, man. Yeah. Khan got power. I'm going to switch it around. Can Crawford take a punch?
We don't know. Gamboa gave him one. But Gamboa at that time was what? 135, 140, 140. I was a fight at 135, 140.
Hey, we're in for a fight, man.
So
we're in for a fight.
Looking at something that It could happen.
You know, this is not no 1 + 1 = 2. You know what I'm saying? To me, I think fucking, dude, Crawford's in for a fight. It's not going to be no Spence versus Garcia. It's not going to be any of that shit whatsoever. I think Crawford's in for a fight. If he's watching this video, if he stumbles across this shit, man, you're in for a fucking fight. And Khan got some hands. He has power. He has speed. And you better hope you catch him flush, because if you don't catch him flush, you're done, bro.
Well,
I think he might pull the upset, man.
Timing beats speed. Yeah, timing. But suppose by the time you to throw 4 punches,
Timing.
you get what? Timing beats speed. Well, that's what a lot of people thought. This is what Rigondeaux thought about Lomachenko. Timing. And by the time he counted to 12, he got knocked the fuck.
See, that's one thing. That's one thing about a counter puncher. You know what I'm saying? You can be a counter puncher, but counter punching, you gotta wait. But waiting, which is timing, you try to time a punch, but you know it's hard to time. It's hard to time American.
Okay, it's hard. It's hard. You know,
I just I don't know, man.
I mean, he's not as smart as Lomachenko, but I'm saying still speed.
Yeah.
Khan has got some speed.
Yeah.
You know, but
to this day, I think Crawford versus Amir Khan. Amir Khan's going to be the best challenge of his resume. You know what I'm saying? And I know Amir Khan. He was supposed to fight Kell Brook. Kell Brook, you know, that's the big UK. You know, that's the biggest fight in the UK right now. But I think that fight's already
broke down. Kell Brook got scared.
No, man. I think both of them, man. I think there's just a lot of hostility. You know, Amir Khan has a fan base. Kell Brook has a fan base.
And Eddie Hearn said, no, we're not going to break this shit.
No, they want to make it happen, but at the end of the day, they just don't like each other. They don't want to give each other the benefit of the doubt. And Kell Brook, at the end of the day, Kell Brook looked like shit his last fight, to be honest with you. Khan is reckless, though. He's not polished like Loma. Yeah, I completely agree, you know.
Yeah.
Cal gets caught up. I mean, I'm sorry. Amir Khan gets caught up being so explosive that he doesn't expect, you know what I'm saying, someone's going to counter.
He forgets. He doesn't take care. He's not Loma. He's right. Loma's a guy that not only he's gonna give you some speed and pop the shit out of you, but he knows he's watching you. He
like the Pacquiao. Yeah, but to me, honestly, like if Pacquiao, if Spence, man, I don't know, man. If Spence takes on Pacquiao, that's a whole different beast. When it comes to Pacquiao, Pacquiao's a whole different beast. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Pacquiao, Pacquiao is just
he's brilliant. He's smart. He's smart in the fucking ring.
Yeah, but Pacquiao is not a technician, but that motherfucker throws a shitload of punches, combinations with power. And yeah, dude, and he just presses you. He's gonna bring the fight to you. And he's gonna be bouncing back and forth like he's a kangaroo and just explode on your ass, and he has the experience.
And Spence will time you and knock you the fuck out.
I don't know, man.
I mean, I'm a big Pacquiao fan, but that point there, timing, I see that.
I don't know. What do you guys think, though? To be honest with you, what do you guys think? You think what's next for Earl Spence?
Y'all asking me? That's what's up for you.
That's the question. What's next for Earl Spence? You think because Thurman was there, Pacquiao was there? I honestly think Earl Spence is going to fight Keith Thurman. You know, but the fight itself, what's next for Mikey Garcia? Mikey Garcia has to go down the weight. He said he needs to speak to his team. He needs to speak to his trainer to see if
he'll take a shot at 140 before he takes a shot at 135. I mean, 140, you got to Regis Progress. Regis Progress is no joke. I said that before. That's why he didn't stop.
But psychologically, the only person I've seen that came from a loss recently was like Kovalev. Kovalev, that's a whole different conversation.
That's a whole different conversation.
That boy's bad.
You know, nobody. You know what I mean?
You know, and he's fighting like next month.
The guy, he don't give. You know. So what? I mean, I was robbed. I took a shot, but you know what? He said he overtrained and. He actually spoke the truth because he took Alvarez and he fucked his ass up.
He fucked Alvarez up. You're right.
He did. Alvarez. He said, "No, I'm a trainer," and it was the truth. But anyway.
So Mo Fresh said Earl Spence will probably fight Pac, Thurman, Crawford, then move up to 154. Garcia has to go down back to 135. I agree, man. Garcia's gonna have to go down.
I can't. Could he compete at 140? Like I said, we compete at 140. 140. He might have some problems at 140. 140 is not no joke. 140, you got a guy named Ramirez. You got a guy named Progress. Regis Progress is not. He's a southpaw, just like Spence. And the way I seen it just now, he can't fight no southpaw.
All right. But one thing about Spence, I don't want him going up, man. I literally think he can wipe out the division. And to be honest with you, I'll be pretty shitty if he goes up in weight without seeing the Spence versus Crawford. I want to see the Spence versus Crawford fight. That has to happen. Unless Crawford gets his ass whipped by Amir Khan. Unless that happens, then, but we'll see how that happens, man. It's going to be a good fight, though, regardless.
But it's puffy. You're not going to see a Crawford Spence. You're not going to see it for a while. I don't think ESPN's going to give you that. So you don't have HBO. I don't think ESPN's going to give you that luxury.
I want to see a Danny Garcia versus Adrian Broner fight.
That'd be a good fight. There's two fucking bums that, Pacquiao can knock them both the fuck out.
I want to see AB versus Danny Garcia. That'll be a good fight.
No, I would like to see. You know what fight I like to see?
I want to see Tito Trinidad.
I would like to see Danny Garcia. And then Marcus Madonna's coming back. For him to take on Marcus.
Marcus Madonna? Go on, man.
You don't think so?
Yeah, come on, man. He hasn't fought in how long?
And he'll still rough him up. He'll still fuck him up.
Man, I'll tell you what, though. Mayweather will come back and fuck all these guys.
Fucking fanboy in the hand.
I think Mayweather will come back and beat all these
Mayweather
dudes.
can't even fucking beat Pacquiao if he come back.
Nah, man. I think Mayweather, bro. I'm a huge fan of Mayweather.
Man, you crazy.
Mayweather.
No, if he had,
I don't think he can go 12 rounds.
No, he could. Mayweather could be. You know why?
He
could beat Spence.
He can't go 12 rounds with Spence, man.
Yeah, he could.
Nah, man.
He's going to need
Mayweather fights Spence right now. Spence beats him.
No, he'll beat him. You know how he beat him?
If Mayweather fights, anyone.
Mayweather has to have this. Max DeLuca, one judge.
Look, man, I get it. I completely get it. But Mayweather's not. He's not the same Mayweather, man. That's not even. It's not the same Mayweather.
He never was the same Mayweather when he fought his 50th.
He's not the same Mayweather, man. Mayweather's getting caught by some shots, and it's not the same Mayweather. He's not the same. He's not the same Mayweather when he fought Canelo. It's not the same Mayweather that fought Hatton. It's not the same Mayweather that fought Sugar Shane Mosley. Not the same Mayweather that fought.
You better not ever fight Canelo.
But Canelo said he wants that fight.
Yeah, but Canelo, of course. You know how much money is in that fucking fight?
Yeah, Canelo said he'll take the rematch.
But
Mayweather can't.
Fuck no. He's not fighting Sean McGregor.
No. That shit ain't happening.
Or Pacquiao. He would rather fight Pacquiao first before Canelo.
Look, man, Mo Fresh, bro. I agree with everything you're saying, man. But you tripping right now, bro. With the Mayweather beats anyone right now. There's no fucking way that Mayweather beats any of these guys. Like, I'm not gonna say any. Okay, let me be honest with you. Mayweather beats Danny Garcia for sure. Mayweather beats Keith Thurman.
The Ghost Guerrero.
He beats Keith Thurman. All right. Mayweather.
Sean Porter.
I don't know, man. I think Sean Porter will bring it to Mayweather, man.
The brawling.
I don't know, man, because Sean Porter's just too active. He's just too fucking much right now. Mayweather needs someone that.
Mayweather needs to beat those guys. Mayweather needs a Dave Moretti. He needs a Max DeLuca. He needs that referee. That's the only way he can win. And the guys are looking the other fucking way.
Yeah, you're right though, man. But if this was like 2 or 3 years ago, Mayweather beat anybody. But
Not
right
2
now,
or 3
there's
years ago. No,
no.
not 2 or 3 years. He
Nah,
can't.
you're 100% right. Mayweather made Pacquiao look silly, but how long ago was that, though?
Right.
That was a long ass time ago, man.
Pacquiao, he had one shoulder fucked up. A lot of people think that's bullshit. He did have one shoulder fucked up, and he still won 3-4 rounds. If he had both shoulders today, Pacquiao will fuck Mayweather up.
I'll tell you what, Chuck Norris is a bad motherfucker, but if he steps in the MMA octagon, Chuck Norris will get his ass whipped, bro. Chuck Norris is old as shit, man.
The big shoulders, bad.
I get it though, man. The Mayweather legacy, but right now that shit ain't happening, man. He better just stay his ass out and just fight. Mayweather needs to fight Pacquiao. He needs to fight low active. Like I don't know, man. Pacquiao's not the same fighter, but Mayweather needs to fight Pacquiao. That's it.
I tell you what, I'm out of here, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to bed, man. You guys,
see y'all later, man.
Yeah, he's going to bed because we're talking about Mayweather, and Mayweather makes him
I don't
sleepy.
want to hear shit about Mayweather. Fuck Mayweather.